This was a technology that was used in police vehicles, emergency vehicles for several years, and now more cars are having them because it's an extra pair of eyes on the road. It's a witness to everything that happens. No more arguments with the insurance company. He said, she said. They're a brilliant way to help save not only money, a lot of insurance companies are now offering discounts for those of us that have dash cams. The reason I'm really, really over the moon about tonight is because a little while ago, we had offered a DualLens Dash Cam. It was the new latest, greatest thing where it has a lens, a high definition camera pointing at the front, and then also one that points towards the back, and a huge screen, as you can see. We loved it, but it was very expensive. It was over $200, and between you and me, it did not do particularly well because it was a higher price point. Our buyer, Harry, has been able to secure the Giinii at $79 with free shipping, heavens above, and 3 flex pay. I had originally hoped that they could bring 2,500 to be a deal of the week. They couldn't do it. They only were able to bring in 800. It's a killer deal, but I don't want to focus on that. I want our very good friend, the amazing Justin Gotthelf, who is an expert in electronics, to take us through some of the features. Justin, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
We love new faces. My gosh. Okay, so yes, Justin, this is not a regular, ordinary dash cam, right?
No, and like you said, this is kind of like the evolution of dash cams. You know, we went kind of from 1 camera to now 2, and truly, if you've ever been in an accident or if you're ever going to be in an accident, the best eyewitness is the one that doesn't forget, and that's your dash cam. Now, typically, like we said, you get 1 camera, but you're now getting 2 cameras in the price of 1. So now you're getting double the video, which means double the evidence, and you're recording both cameras from Giinii in high definition 1080p, and then high definition 720p, and this is really cool. This even swivels 360 degrees, so not only can you record behind you, but you can even record panorama. So we're now doubled the panorama view from 135 to now 270 degrees in front of you, gathering more evidence for you or someone you know who, if they've ever been in an accident.
There's a lot to tell you, and let me first say, I was real skeptical about having a dash cam because knowing me and my look, I'd forget to turn it on the day that, God forbid, something happened. Giinii is fully automated, so it will start recording when you start driving, it will stop recording when you stop driving, and if, God forbid, there's an issue, it will capture that moment. I'm thrilled and excited to say that these are flying. We now have about 650 with everybody placing orders. Get one for your son that just got his driver's license, mom who's always driving the kids to and from school. If you know somebody that's an Uber driver, a Lyft driver, somebody that spends a lot of time in the car, honestly, it pays for itself because so many insurance companies are now starting to offer discounts. Okay, Justin, where do we start then? When I get this home, what do I need to know?
Yeah, I think this is the best part about having a dash cam is the fact that it takes 30 seconds to install. I mean, it's as easy as simply taking your suction cup, putting it onto your windshield, and then plugging it into your DC adapter. And then the best part is you turn your car on, and every single time you turn your car on from there on out, your dash cam is going to automatically turn on for you. Remember, set and forget, turn on for you, and then start recording in loop segments from 3 minutes to 5 minutes. And you're getting double the memory that we typically get, where instead of getting 8 gigabytes, we're getting 16 gigabytes. So 2 cameras, double the memory, again, double the evidence, and it only takes 30 seconds to install.
The high definition gives you the ultimate clarity and quality. It is ultra wide angle, so we're capturing everything that's out there on the road. If you leave your car parked on the street at night or in a mall, this is that parking guard. Tell me about that.
Yeah, this is one of the best features, and I know we've talked about how popular this feature is as well, is that if you've ever left your car in the parking lot to go shopping, grocery store, or like you said, you park your car on the side of the road, now you have a feature called Parking Guard. Now what happens is now your dash cam turns from a dash cam into basically a security camera. So if your car feels jostled by somebody hitting your car door or bumping into the back of your bumper, your dash cam is going to automatically turn on with both cameras and start recording and saving out that segment so that when you come back and you see that dent, you'll be able to go back to the video and have that true evidence that we call the truth and see exactly who did it and hopefully be able to catch that person. But that's something that is a really popular feature.
I want you to try it at least for 30 days. I know there's a lot of us that are skeptical. Will we like it? What will we think to it? Please order one, put it in your car. If you don't love it, after 30 days, return it. And even if you Don't buy this from us tonight. If I can just recommend that you please at some point in the near future consider one. My wife was in a car crash twice in a row in the same month in virtually the same location here in St. Petersburg, Florida in the past 2 years. If I had not put a dash cam in her car, heaven knows the hassles and arguments that we would have had. I know it's something new and different, but once you've placed it in, you'll never think about it again. You never even need to touch it again if you don't want to, because it's fully automatic. The reason why I would pounce on this is that we sell dash cams day in and day out for $50, $60 on HSN all the time at that price. But they're the good standard ones. For the dual lens where you're recording front and back, they are a lot of money, which is why typically we don't do them. Justin, to have that flexibility and capability for me is a game changer, and at this price is unheard of.
It absolutely is, and I want to touch on a point. On that front-facing camera, you actually have infrared lights so that you're going to be able to record night vision too. So if you are one of those app drivers, you're going to be able to record in the back seat with night vision. But now, if you're recording in the back seat, this is one of the coolest parts, is you have that 3-inch display. So if you're a new mother, hello everybody, if you're a new mother, you're going to be able to see everything that's going on in the back seat instead of feeling like a distracted driver. Right. When we kind of have to, we say moms have eyes in the back of their heads. Well, now you truly do have eyes in the back of your head, because now you can go ahead and look at your dash cam instead of having to turn around and see what's going on. But this is a great feature to have for any of you who are new mothers. But we talked about distracted drivers. Every 5 seconds, or 5 seconds, you have the statistic of, the eyes are off the road. And in that, if you're driving 50 miles per hour, you've now traveled the length of a football field.
Right.
That's a scary statistic. And when we have these younger drivers, we talked about new mothers being able to look in the back. What if you have a new driver in the family? Now you can simply go ahead and set this up, and this is going to be kind of like a monitor for them, a deterrent, saying, somebody's watching. I might as well put that phone down, so that you can now build better habits instead of having to worry about being part of the statistics between 15 and 19 of new drivers.
We're going to show you some videos, some of which is kind of a little scary to see, and some close calls. Guys, we have about 500 left. Justin, take me through this.
Yeah, so we've all been there. We've been driving through the parking lot and somebody's to back up and they don't necessarily look to see if anybody's there. Now, knowing that you have that peace of mind of having something that's constantly recording like your dash cam, you're gonna know that you always have that safety. Now, I have a personal video that I'm gonna start playing here for you. And this is one that actually, I'm gonna pause it so I give you a little bit of a backstory. This isn't my neighborhood. This is less than a mile away. And you can see up ahead, there's already a little bit of a white vehicle. Now, I have the right of way, but Adam, check this out. They stopped at the stop sign, they go, but this black sedan decided to go as well.
No.
And I almost had a head-on collision with them. Now, this is hard evidence. If there wasn't a witness around, if it wasn't me and I didn't have my dash cam, who's to say who was at fault? It's now we're avoiding that he said, she said, and now we're being able to see exactly who was at fault and protect ourselves. Now, we're avoiding the worry about having to worry about our insurance going up and worry about all of the hassle of the he said, she said. You've got that video and evidence right there.
And that is so valuable, because anybody that's, God forbid, ever been in that position, it's horrible and it's scary and it's uncomfortable. And it is he said, she said. This will pay for itself in a heartbeat, because you've got that eyewitness, that video. If you know somebody that just got the license, maybe it's your son or daughter, and you are just scared to death of them behind the wheel, this is going to be wonderful to have. If you know somebody that drives a lot for work, get a... Listen, I'm not bothered if you don't buy this today. It does not matter at all. What I really care about is that you learn from my mistakes over the years, which is, you please consider buying a dash cam. And even if you are looking to order one at any price, try and get one that has the double lens and make sure it's high definition. Most dash cams that we ever do at this price do not have that gigantic screen. We have 5 minutes left or sell out with everybody on the phone. There are 400 remaining. There are no other presentations scheduled. It was brought in for the Monday night show. We've not done a lot of dash cams recently. Again, price point on this type is typically a couple $100. I'm just excited, Justin, because now I feel it's accessible. It's an easy one to say yes to.
Absolutely. And again, this is the evolution of dash cams. We typically had one, now we have two, which means double the video and double the evidence, and we're recording in high definition. But we talked about having that swivel camera, which we're showing you right there. Typically, sometimes when you have those the two cameras, it's a fixed camera. It only faces inside the the vehicle.
Right.
But now you can swivel it around 360 degrees to have that beautiful panorama view, to now have 270 degrees viewing angle in front of you. And sometimes you can capture some fun stuff. We talked about kids. Here's my fur baby.
Oh my gosh, a big fur baby.
He's a big fur baby, absolutely. Yes, he is. And he absolutely loves driving. So if you're thinking about taking your dash cam, this is portable protection, of course. You can take it from car to car. But now if you want to set this up, if you're thinking about taking a long vacation, summer's just around the corner, you want to be able to gather all of those videos and maybe make a nice little family montage video. Maybe you're a grandparent. Every time you go pick up the kids, they go to eat the ice cream and then they fall asleep and it's melting on them. These are the types of things that we can now gather with that. But how about the fun stuff? You know, we talked about gathering fun stuff inside the car. How about stuff outside the vehicle? Maybe you were taking a, you know, we rent a car, we sign our life away, right? It feels like what else do I need to sign? Well, now we're kind of taking things for granted here in Florida. Here's the Skyway Bridge. Beautiful sunset, that beautiful watercolors. You can see the high definition. It's dusk, but you're still able to get all of that definition with the quality of having that Giinii dash cam.
We only have, you can, I think the they're showing six, I think it's 648 now, with everybody placing orders, fewer than 300. The price is the big one for me this evening because it's just a remarkable value on our highest end dash cam that we've done. If you had to think about it in terms of remembering to turn it on, turn it off, oh my gosh, I'd forget. I think for anybody that parks the car outside overnight, having this is a deterrent. And remember, even when you're not in the car driving, if this recognizes that somebody hits the car, bangs the car, touches the car forcefully, it's going to instantly wake up, turn on, and record what's going on. So it's not just while you're driving, it's also while you're parked. That's why it's a valuable addition. And the only thing you need to remember to do is when we deliver it to your door, please, please, please call your insurance companies. So many of them are offering a discount now for folks who have a dash cam in their car. You were saying as well, Justin, that in terms of this being an intelligent dash cam, it really is. There's no tapes or anything to replace inside. It's all recorded internally. It's all recorded with with the memory card that's included. So you're getting double what you normally get. You're getting 16 gigabytes included, which I think is huge. And the fact that you're getting 2 cameras, now you know that you're going to be able to gather double the video, which means double the evidence. So whether it's you driving or the times that you're not driving, that parking guard feature is absolutely fantastic because now with your 2 cameras, you can strategically face them in the direction that you need. So if you do park on the side of the road, how would you like to be able to simply swivel the camera around and maybe have 2 cameras facing both sides? So we've got Adam to the side of us. Now you have a better chance of capturing that video of somebody who was to hit you and knock off your mirror, and hopefully you probably can capture that license plate, car, make, and model, which is why we want the high definition quality of having 1080p definition, high definition. I think that's extremely important to have. Tell me about nighttime as well, because a lot of the dash cams that I've seen, even in the $150, $200 range, when it comes to nighttime, they are challenged by that. They are. So here's actually a video that really encapsulates everything. Now, this is a scary, scary video. This was actually a few days ago. Now, already at nighttime, you can see street signs. You can see high quality. I think that talks to the quality of the lens. Now, on the left over here, you're going to start to see a vehicle that's actually on the wrong side of the road. Now, I went to turn over, and here you can see them. They're red, the brake lights on the left. I'm going to pause it. Now, I start flashing my lights. I start making sure I'm honking to notify them they're on the wrong side of the road, and to do that for the people that are ahead. But what I'm not doing is I'm not focusing on my dash cam. Right. I know that it's recording so that I can focus on making sure that I can take care of the people that are in the vehicle to the left and the people that are coming on in traffic as well. So these are little things. We call them kind of unexpected, but this is nighttime driving, and we know sometimes driving at night, that's when all of the bad stuff kind of happens. Justin, thank you so much. A pleasure to have you. Thanks to the team from Giinii who are here this evening as well for doing this for us. A phenomenal buy on a premium dash cam. Let us know what you think by leaving a review online at hsn.com. Just a couple hundred now remain. Hey, did you hear about the big wedding? Justin, the big wedding? Oh, you heard about it? I got engaged. No, I'm kidding. I was going to